YouTube. Ooh, honey, Atlanta, eat, honey, eat. The Wicked Witch is dead. Ooh.
She says she's been bitten from head to toe.
I don't know what been chewing on me, but I know I'm ate up on me. Watch how she up the score, her number 4, play 4, cause that bitch ain't. They say they still made that.
Ooh, Atlanta, honey. The fall of a thug, is it over? I don't know, but the industry says no. They choose Gunna. They don't want the thug, honey. Honey, woo! It's too much. It's too much. Listen, Trap Lord Ross, right? Him and the streamer, they was able to put the nail in the coffin. Are you watching? It's good. Oh, it's good. That old Trap Lord Ross took information that the people said been here, but he was able to magnify it and make you pay attention. Oh, this is good. Oh, Young Thug. He didn't listen. He wouldn't learn. He wouldn't stop. He was fucking up the church's money. You know, a lot of people putting a lot into Ghana, and they don't need the influence from the thug to fuck up the church's money. That could be a problem. I'm just thinking. Listen, hello everyone. I'm Miss Tia. This is my channel. I am Miss Tia. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. I told people last week I was looking for 400 subscribers. God gave me 3 more. I must be special. Oh, honey, I can't wait. I was looking over at the Trap Lord Ross. Is that his name? I don't know. I may mess it up. He had 1.43 million. So that's my goal. I'm going up. I'm going that way. So help me and be a part of my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and put something in the comments. Tell me what you think about the show. But old Trap Lord Ross. Is that his name? I hope that's his name because I'm saying it like it is. He was able to magnify an issue that a lot of people was ignoring. Why were people ignoring it? Could it be because they all are the same? It's amazing watching the people crash out, as they say. Scream, hoop, and holler over an issue that all of them are part of. Oh, thug, that influence is no more. Somebody's trying to kill that power. It's very powerful too. I'm watching how he's able to kind of round up and be very influential over some of the most talented men in Atlanta. Oh, Future. Why would Future be following Thug? As talented as Future is, why would he be influenced by the Thug? I see old Baby. I can understand him. He's really not a rapper. And a lot of more of those kids was very effective by his misuse of his influence. And I think that's a problem. And I think the industry says no. It's time for that to be done with. I wanted to name the show The End of the New Era, because I do believe that. His era is over. I talked about that too in previous shows. I think the death of Rich Homie was the end of the era. But now we know it's the end of the era. And the industry want to move forth without this influence. And rightfully so. They fucking up the church's money. We don't need that. But anyway, so the thug is having a Nicki Minaj moment. He's having a Kanye moment. I hate he didn't know how to handle this part of life. Which I said that. He didn't know how to move forth. Some of us don't know no other way. I talked about how, do you know they watches us from 3 to tell which way we go? And if we don't change in some kind of capacity, some kind of way, we'll end up just that way. Some of these kids is written off to be in prison or death. And if you don't change, that would be your fate. I think Thug got a lifetime probation. Will he make it? I don't think so. Especially if he doesn't change. He will not make it. Sad as that is to say, but it's truth. If he does not change, he will not make it. Especially with a penalty that's very harsh, hard. I think when they gave him that penalty, they know he wouldn't make it. Should have listened to your daddy, Thug. That bothered me too. When I saw he didn't listen to his father, I said, Right? I saw him say, I put 2 million up. I'm going to say this. Thug don't know how to live in a budget of a 2 million. That's an average living type of person. That's a person who's making below average to live. It's no way you're going to make it out of that. You don't know how to live in that realm. You're not a simple liver. So I don't think you'll be able to make it with that. These are things that I'm hearing him say. So I don't think he's going to make it that way. And that's another way they know that you'll crash out. And I also saw the mocking of God. The moment that he said, if you a snitch, you need to go gospel, or make a gospel album. I clenched my pearls. I grabbed my pearls. That was a mocking. We all need God, Thug. And right now, you definitely need him. Even if it's nothing but to help you with guidance. He's the maker, honey. And the moment that you mocked him, I knew it was the beginning of the downfall for Thug. I'm sorry. I knew it. I said, so he thought he said something. But what he was doing was mocking himself. Crazy, right? The whole time I'm watching this, it's crazy. The soundtrack in my head, I don't know about y'all, but the soundtrack in my head the whole time I'm watching this is, and then you see the club. What? Lingo up. What? Street cred. What? You a slime in your head. What? I hear this the whole time. I'm watching everybody go crazy on the internet. I'm hearing the soundtrack of and this a real nigga challenge. Shout out. Y'all know I gotta shout out my bro. Shout out, bro. Bro is a true real hip hop prophet. But that's what I heard. I think it's over for the Thug in this arena. Yeah, entertainment said no. I don't want to talk too much about it because everyone is talking about it. So I don't want to talk too much about it. Go over to some of those channels. You can hear it. But it's something to see, right? Ooh, honey. Let's talk about something else. Okay, who we got next? Cardi B. Something a little lighter. Listen, I said Cardi B in her wigs was on stand, baby, on trial, honey, for the people. You know the girl, she a true hoodiean. I hope that's a word. She came in with the black 27 piece, right? I was tickled. She did the black 27 piece, right? You know, that's a hood staple for those who don't know, a 27 piece. And then she came back with the blonde. You know, she was like, hold on, let me give him Marilyn. And then she hit him with the black. Cardi B wigs is on trial. I'm going to be honest. I felt like, is this a mock trial? Is Cardi B and the people and the powers that be is hoodwinking us? Like, this is crazy. I've never seen a court thingy from the state government and then the whole trial they calling her Cardi B. No one's calling her by her legal name. I don't know if it's because they can't say it, because I can't either. What is it, Belcalisca? I don't know either. But I'm noticing that everybody from the judge, from the from the prosecution, the defense, the witnesses, everybody hollering Cardi B. I'm like, do they know that's a gang name? Oh, but it was good. Shout out to the B. Only the B can come in and give us hood industry and where I want to go at the same time. Listen, Cardi B, you know, they played you, Cardi. They got you, Cardi. You know, they was trying to see. Let me say this first. I believe everything that happened that day. I believe Cardi B cussed the woman out. I believe she called her racist slurs. I believe she hit her, and I believe she spit on her. Because that's Cardi B. You know, Cardi B having a way of coming back on screen telling us her dirty deeds. You know, she just told us that she popped Ra Ali upside the head with a speaker. So we know she's capable. And plus, we also saw her at the Met Gala years ago popping Nicki Minaj with a shoe. You know, so we know she's capable. So yes, I believe everything that the witness is saying. But I'm also saying, is it enough to sue Cardi? How much they try to sue the B for? For $24 million? Now, I also believe this. I also believe the security guard was out of order as well. To be honest with you, two hood girls going at it. And to be honest with you, that's how it works. I think the security guard seen her maybe previous times. She's seen her coming and she wanted to bring her camera out. And I do believe she didn't stop. I believe she followed her because she knew who Cardi B was. Cardi B turned around and Cardi B said, bitch. I do believe it. And she came on her. She hit her. She spit on her. She called her nigga. That's just what it is. Everything is true. Is it $24 million worth? I don't know, but who am I? Who am I? Once you go through the legal system, they have a choice to do what they want. She may just win $24 million. You know, I was surprised that they didn't bring her history up, because if they were smart enough, they would have shown that Cardi B have a history of abuse. Don't she got a court case coming up with throwing the microphone at the young lady? So, you know, hey, I think Cardi B is finna be in this moment for a minute. Cardi, this is a lesson, baby. This is a lesson. And I know that hood shit is so great to bring wherever you go, but you're in a different status quo. You have to be careful with your hooding, your hood bringing. Right? Because now you could be sued for all that cute money that you have obtained. Right? So you better learn how to control and have some discipline, honey, when it comes to you being out. What happened to what would Beyonce do? Beyonce would never. So you have to move according to your economic status, honey. You got to learn, girl. You need some learning. And maybe the people are trying to teach her. You think? You think somebody trying to teach Cardi B a lesson, right? Because she was so bold to get up on that station here to talk about how her security guard encouraged her to crash out. Oh, where we came from, my daddy used to have a colloquialism as saying that never let your right hand know what your left is doing. Do you know what that means, Cardi? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up, young lady. Because now you may have a $24 million issue. Wow. They're going to take all that Tasha K money back, huh? Woo, crazy. Let's move on. We're watching. Oh, yes, we're watching. Listen, next topic. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is getting a public DP by the LGBT. Listen, Snoop Dogg, I love you. But I'm going to say this. I don't think people really listen to the Snoop Dogg situation. Snoop Dogg did not say anything that was considered deemed or bad towards the LGBT community. And I wish people would go back and listen to what Snoop said concerning his children. And I'm starting to pay attention to the LGBT. The LGBT, to me, y'all move like bullies. And I think I said this before. You ask him for a lot of justice and to be perceived in a way, but you don't give the same grace when it comes to people, to others. And I don't, that's crazy to me. I don't understand that. That's why I kind of really stay away from that, because that's crazy to me. If you go and listen to the Snoop, he had an interview with a young lady talking about taking his grandchildren to the movies and how the questions came up from his children about what they were seeing. And if you listen to it, Snoop Dogg really wasn't saying anything mean about anybody. He actually was telling his grandkids, wait a minute, just go watch them. Just watch it. Be quiet. Wait. So I didn't understand how that was taken as him being homophobic. When these are his children, he have the right to raise them, just like everybody else have the right to be who they want to be. So it's very it's kind of hypocrisy. It's hypocrite. You're hypocrites to me. I don't understand that. I think the same grace you want people to have with you, you don't give it, and you need to. And I would really love for some of my respectable LGBTs to stand up and let's just be honest. Let's really have a conversation, because I don't think Snoop was in the wrong. He didn't say nothing wrong. And then I saw an article step down that he may be removed from the Voice platform because of a misunderstanding, or because people really didn't pay attention to what he was saying. And I really think that that's just illegitimate. I think it's crazy. But you know what, Snoop? Shout out to Snoop. You know what? Shout out to Snoop. You know, sometimes it's better to step away from some things, if that may be. You know, don't lose your soul. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose your soul. Because I think we're dealing with people who are soulless. So don't lose your soul. Yeah, so some things it's worth stepping down from, you know, it's crazy. But shout out to Snoop, you know, hold your head. I don't think Snoop said anything wrong. And it's sad that people can't have a different opinions about it. I was listening to Flame Monroe. Shout out to Flame Monroe, who always tried to have a listening ear, or a moment where he can try to be, where we could try to be understanding. So I really shout out Flame Monroe for that, because we really try to sit in a place of like, what's going on? And I think you need that. Everybody need that. Everybody need to sit in a place of grace, because this is what all of us is asking God for. And I don't think we do enough of that for each other. That's just what I'm saying. Let's move on. Got a couple more minutes. Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. I love Joe Budden. Joe Budden, let me tell you this. I said, run, Joe, run. Listen, I love Joe Budden, and I think I was one of the ones who be in the comment like, Joe, he ain't right, Joe. Pay attention to Ish. Pay attention to Roy. He ain't right. Because, you know, from a fan point of view, we're looking from this side. But Joe Budden is fighting, and I'm just saying this, Joe, don't get me, fighting for his life versus his employment or just his friends. I think the black effect got something to do with it, Joe. Watch them too. Charlamagne the God. I've noticed that in this week, I watched Vlad TV, where Charlamagne the God was on Vlad, and one of the topics was them discussing Joe Budden, which I thought was tasteless. Charlamagne, why get on Vlad TV and talk about your old friend Joe, you know, for other people's entertainment? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been out here watching for a minute. Now, when Joe showed us he had that $1 million a month, everybody been crazy ever since. Tell the truth, right? When Joe showed the world that he was making that $1 million a month, everybody been disloyal and untrustworthy ever since then. So, Joe, to be honest with you, you gotta watch everybody. You gotta watch the Queen flips. He may flip. You gotta watch the Egypt kid, the Dr. York kid. Yeah, he on that too. Watch him. You know, Melissa, she don't look like she got a clue, but you got to be careful with her. You got to be careful with her. You got to watch her. And Ish, he the friend that he don't want to work for his friend. And I'm going to talk about that. And then the other guys, they know the assignment. I can't really see them yet, Joe, but you better listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. But I wanted to say that too. A lot of people who are complaining about the Joe Budden, it's his friends. It's the people that have seen him from the start, that know who he is from the beginning. And I find it so odd and disappointing that we cannot work for our friends. Now, we say we want to build a new Black Wall Street, but we're not really understanding how that works. Sometimes when you're building, sometimes you may not get anything, or you may not get what you want. When you are part of the building, sometimes you may not receive what you want, but you want to be a part of the building. But that's kind of hard for people who grow up with you, who are your friends, because they don't understand that part of the business. Now, I'm watching them when he had the other guys on the show. Their whole complaint was they wanted to see how the money was. This is what I wanted to say to people like them. Do you want to see what that white boy books look like when you go to his job? And you know you can't. You just get over there and work. So the same thing you'll do for the Burger King Empire guy, right? Right, because you can't see Burger King books, right? Do that for Joe. This is your friend. You treat Joe the same way. Now, I know Joe showed us he got $1 million, but that ain't your business. You ask for a salary. If he don't want to give you that salary, you just say, I no longer think I can work here. You don't get on here and try to talk about Joe to the world, right? You had Mal. He was up on the Up and Smoke podcast over there talking crazy about you, Joe. Talking about how he even went to jail for some pills behind you. Oh, I said it because he said it first. I don't like the way they doing Joe. We will work freely for people who don't look like us, but for people who look like us, we try to make it an issue. We want to bring them down. We have to be careful with that, Black community. You can't tell that white boy to open up his books. So how you going to try to make Joe open his books? It's weird. Joe was wrong too when he was trying to make Rock Nation open his books. But what they said, well, we can't work with you. We can't work with you. Now, I didn't see Joe trying to slander Jay-Z and them. He just went on about his business, right? So I think the guys, his friends, because I can only see his friends doing this. I don't see anybody else really doing this. When I'm watching Mal over there on the podcast, shout out to Loon, and I like Loon, but Loon, that interview was crazy. I've never seen you in that way, and I think you got an issue with Joe too. So, I hope y'all figure that out. The people saying Joe ain't giving back, you don't make that white boy give back. Yeah. Adam got you over there making $100 a month. Ain't nobody complaining. Don't do that to Joe. It's crazy. Joe, I hope you see this. It's crazy the people around you, but I think we need to check ourselves as a community because this is how we're looking. I got a black boss, and I tell y'all all the time, I love my black boss. My black boss can't give me whatever I feel like I want. But does that mean that I turn my back and be a traitor towards her? No. I work for a black woman. I love it. And you have to be careful with that. These are your friends. Mal, you was over there hiding the washing powder. And then Mal killed me. Mal, I'm talking to you, Mal. Somebody send this to Mal. Mal ain't got a talent in his bone. Mal don't have a talent in his bone. And for you to have a friend who have an idea, a vision, a dream, and he allowed you to come upon it, and this is the payback for your friend bringing you into his fold. It's good to be around blessed people because sometimes when you're around blessed people, you become blessed. And I think Mal and a lot of his friends that come and aboard with him are taking pure advantage of whatever this is that they've been able to witness and be a part of. Y'all need to check yourself. It's crazy. You rather work over there for that white firm. And I gotta be like this right now. So I'm a white friend. Hold on. You'll work over there freely with no questions. Misused, abused, towed down, mistreated all night. But your black friend who trying to build something, You won't even come in and help them out. Y'all weird. This is the reason why I am where I am. I started this podcast. I brought in my sisters. I brought in my uncle, my neighbors who I thought was educated and who can get on the platform and do some teachable stuff. When I first started this podcast, it was called The Preacher, Teacher, Cop, and Thug. My vision was to bring a teacher, law enforcement, a preacher, and an everyday person on a panel of 4 to talk about situations that we see in the world. Everybody I know who can sit in those positions didn't want to do it. Guess why? Because it was Lil old Tia. It was Lil old Tia with the vision and the anointing. I said it. And they couldn't stand behind me. But if it was somebody else, they would have done it. But that's how fake we is as people. I said it. And I hope all them hit this today. Because I'm using this. I'm using myself as a teachable moment. But this is what we do to each other. And we need to check ourselves. Because this is why we cannot progress and move forward in life. Listen, I gotta go. I've been too long already. It's never too late to change, turn around. I'm going to say that before I get up out of here. It's all up to you. Even though they ring your story, it doesn't mean it's the final say. Listen, check yourself. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.